Judge not, that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. And with what measure you meet, it shall be measured to you again. And why see you the mote that is in your brother's eye, and perceive not the beam that is in your own eye?
Dobry wieczór Państwu. Na wstępie najważniejsze doniesienia z księstwa. Książę Vincenzo, ogólnie nazywany dobrym, jest coraz częściej krytykowany za doprowadzenie do znacznego rozprzężenia w systemie prawnym księstwa. Słyszymy o planowanej podróży zagranicznej, ale cel podróży utrzymywany jest w tajemnicy. W najwyższych kręgach władzy mówi się, że podróż dyplomatyczna ma związek z chęcią przywrócenia porządku prawnego w kraju i zbudowania nowoczesnej demokracji. Sondaże bezlitośnie wskazują na stały spadek społecznego poparcia dla księcia. Mówi się też, że aby nie narazić na szwank swej reputacji dobrotliwego władcy, przekaże na czas nieobecności w kraju rządy komuś najbardziej zaufanemu. Niestety nie udało się do tej pory ustalić, komu miałaby być przekazana władza. Będziemy na bieżąco monitorować sytuację w księstwie i przekazywać Państwu najświeższe doniesienia na ten temat, a najbliższe miesiące pokażą kierunek planowanych reform. W naszym serwisie jeszcze wizyta z kamerą na placu budowy największej
Zabierz wargi swe, które słodko tak kłamały, i Twe oczy lampy dwie, które blask dnia przesłaniały. Lecz pocałunki moje niech wrócą, pieczęcie szczęścia, które mnie smucą. Lecz pocałunki moje niech wrócą, pieczęcie szczęścia, które mnie smucą.
My lord, call Angelo before us. We have elected him our absence to supply and given him all power. How think you he will represent me?
If any be worth, it's Lord Angelo.
There he comes.
Always obedient. I come to know your wishes.
Angelo, you and your belongings are not your own so proper as to waste yourself upon your virtues. Heaven does with us as with torches do, not light them for themselves. For if our virtues did not go forth of us, it were all alike as if we had them not. Hold, therefore, Angelo, in our remove be it full yourself. Mortality and mercy live in your tongue and heart. Take your commission.
Now, my lord, let there be some more test made of my character.
No more evasion. We have considered your choice carefully. Our haste is of quick condition. We shall write to you how it goes with us and to know what happens here. Your power is as mine own. So to enforce or qualify the laws as to your soul seems good. Once more, fare you well.
The heavens give safety to you.
Lead forth and bring you back in happiness.
Fare you well.
I shall desire to be instructed by you about the strength and nature of my power.
And it is so with me.
There's one over there, arrested and carried to prison. He was worth 5,000 of you all. Signor Claudia, Claudia to prison. Tis not so. I noticed so. I saw him arrested and carried away. And which is more, within 3 days, he's here to be chopped off. Are you sure of this? I am too sure. And it's for getting Madame Julieta with child. Well, let's go learn the truth of it.
Why do you show me thus to the world? Bear me to prison.
I do it not in evil disposition, but from Lord Angelo, by special charge.
Why have you been arrested? Ah, from too much liberty. What is your offense?
To speak of would offend again.
Is it murder?
No!
Is it
Lechery. Call it so.
Is lechery so looked after?
Thus stand it with me. Upon a true contract, I got possession of Juliet's bed. She's fast my wife, except we lack legal ceremony.
Is Juliet with child?
Unhappily, even so. And the new deputy, now for the Duke can command, awakes me all and all penalties and puts one neglected act on me. 'Tis surely for a name.
Send after the Duke and appeal to him.
I have done so, but he's not to be found. Please, Lucio, do me this kind service. Tell my sister about the danger of my state. Implore her that she make friends to the strict deputy. I have great hope that well she can persuade.
I pray she may.
Okay?
I'll go to her. Hail Virgin, can you bring me to the sight of Isabella, the fair sister to her unhappy brother Claudia?
Why her unhappy brother? Let me ask, since I am that Isabella, and his sister.
Not to be tedious with you, he is in prison.
For what?
He has got his friend with child.
I don't believe it.
It is true.
Someone with child by him? Is it Juliet?
She it is.
Let him marry her.
This is the point. The Duke is very strangely gone from hence. Upon his place, and with full authority, governs Lord Angelo. He, to give fear to bad habits, has speaked out an act under which your brother's life has to be given up. He arrested Claudio to make him an example. All hope is gone unless you have the grace to soften Angelo.
Does he so seek his life?
As I hear, the provost has a warrant for his execution.
But how can I help with my poor ability?
Go to Lord Angelo. When maidens ask, men give like gods. But when they weep and kneel, all their petitions are freely theirs.
I'll see what I can do.
I take my leave.
Adieu.
I have given my absolute power to Lord Angelo. Will you demand of me why I do this?
Gladly, my lord.
We have strict statutes and most biting laws, which for these 14 years we have let slip. Fathers stick threatening twigs in children's sight, for terror, not to use. In time the rod becomes more mocked and feared. Our decrees to themselves are dead.
It rested in your grace to unloose this tide of justice. And it in you more dreadful to have seemed than in Lord Angelo.
Too dreadful. It would be my tyranny to punish them for what I let them do. Therefore, I have on Angelo imposed the office. And I want, as brother of your order, visit both prince and people. Please, supply me with habit and instruct how to be a true friar.
You are not certain, for your complexion shifts to strange effects. If you are rich, you are poor. For like an ass whose back with ingots bows, you bear your heavy riches till death unloads you.
Where is the provost? Make him see that Claudio be executed by 9 tomorrow morning.
Well, heaven forgive him, and forgive us all. Some rise by sin, and some by virtue fall. Some rise from breaks of ice, and answer none, and some condemned for a fault alone.
We must not make a scarecrow of the law, and let it be their perch and not their terror.
But yet, let us be keen, and rather cut a little than fall and bruise to death. Had you not sometime in your life, when you mistook in this point which now you censure him and pull the law upon you.
What is made visible to justice, that justice seizes. What knows the laws that thieves do pass on thieves? You may not so lessen his offense, for I have had such thoughts, but rather tell me, when I, that censure him, do so offend, let mine own judgment pattern out my death. Claudio must die.
Angelo will not be altered. If he acted with the same amount of pity I feel, Claudio should not die tomorrow. I have worked for the poor gentleman to the limits of my abilities. But Angelo justice have I found so severe that he forced me to tell him he is indeed justice. If his life answers the severity of his proceeding, he shall become well. But if he chance to fail, he has sentenced himself.
Nie wolno bliźnich ważyć własną wagą. To, co u wodza bywa gniewnym słowem, w ustach żołnierza zmienia się w bluźnierstwo. W ustach żołnierza zmienia się w bluźnierstwo.
We cannot weigh our brother with ourselves, that in a captain's but a choleric world,
Which in a soldier is flat blasphemy.
Here is the sister of the man condemned. Desires access to you.
Has he a sister?
Yes, my lord. She is very virtuous maid.
Let her in.
Lady?
You're welcome. What's your will?
There's a moral weakness that most I hate, and most desire the love of justice.
Well, the matter?
I have a brother. Is condemned to die. I do beg you, let it be his fault and not my brother.
Condemned the fault and not the actor of it? No.
Must he die?
No remedy.
Yes, I think that you might pardon him, and neither heaven nor man grieve at mercy.
No, he is sentenced. 'Tis too late.
Too late? Why? No, believe this. Neither king's crown nor the judge's robe become half as good as mercy does. If he had been as you, and you as he would not have been so stern.
Please, be gone. Your brother is a subject to law, and you but waste your words.
Alas, how would you be if God, which is the top of judgment, should but judge you as you are?
It is the law, not I, condemned your brother. Were he my brother or my son, it should be thus with him. He must die tomorrow.
Tomorrow? He's not prepared for death. Spare him, please. Good my lord, tell me, who is it that has died for this offense? There's many has committed it.
The law is not dead. Though it had slept. Now 'tis awake.
Show some pity.
I show it most when I show justice. Your brother dies tomorrow. Be content.
It is excellent to have a giant's strength, but tyrannous to use it like a giant. Turn back, my lord. How I'll bribe you.
How? Bribe me?
Not with tested gold or precious stones, but with true prayers up at heaven.
Well, leave now. And come to me tomorrow. She speaks, and it's such sense that my sense breathes with it. What's this? Is this her fault or mine? The tempter or the tempted? Who sins more? Not she, but it is I. What do you? Or what are you, Angelo? Do you desire her foully for those things that make her good? Let her brother live. Thieves, for their robbery, have authority when judges steal themselves. What? Do I love her? That I desire to hear her speak again and feast upon her eyes? Most dangerous is that temptation that provokes us to sin in loving virtue. And this virtuous maid subdues me quite. When I pray, heaven has my empty words. Heaven in my mouth, Isabel in my heart. Who is there?
One Isabel, a sister.
Let her in.
I come to know your pleasure.
Your brother cannot live. Yet might he live a while, as long as you or I. Yet he must die.
And your sentence?
Yes. But answer me. Which had you rather? That law now took your brother's life, or to redeem him, give up your body?
I had rather give my body than my soul.
I took note of your soul. Our compelled sins do not account.
How say you?
Might there not be a charity in sin to save your brother's life?
If you do it, I will take it as a danger to my soul and make it every morning prayer.
Hear me. Your sense pursues not mine. I'll speak more clearly. Finding yourself desired of a person who could save your brother's life, would you lay down the treasures of your body to him? What would you do?
I would never yield my body up to shame.
Then must your brother die. Are you not as cruel as the sentence to death of your brother?
Lawful mercy is unrelated to foul redemption.
You seem to make the law a tyrant, but your brother's sin a light-hearted matter.
Pardon me. We sometimes speak not what we mean. I do excuse the thing I hate for my brother's advantage, that I dearly love.
We are all weak. Women are weak, but men are made to be no stronger. Be that you are, that is, a woman. Understand me, I love you.
My brother did love Juliet, and you tell me he shall die for it.
He shall not if you give me love.
Are you testing me?
Believe me, on my honor, my words express my purpose.
A little honor to be much believed and most destructive purpose. I will denounce you. Sign me a present pardon for my brother, or I will tell the world aloud what man you are.
And who will believe you, Isabel? My unsoiled name, strict life, and position in the state will overweigh your accusation. But still, you can save your brother by giving up your body to my will. If not, I will prove a tyrant to him and to you. Say what you can. My false overweighs your true.
To whom should I complain? Did I tell this? Who would believe me? Oh, perilous vows, that bearing them one and the self-same tongue, either condemnation or approve, hooking both right and wrong to the appetite. To whom should I complain? Who would believe me?
Zabierz, zabierz wargi swe, które słodko tak kłamały, i Twe oczy lampy dwie, które blask dnia przesłaniały. Lecz pocałunki moje niech wrócą, pieczęcie szczęścia, które mnie smucą. Lecz pocałunki moje niech wrócą, pieczęcie szczęścia, które mnie smucą.
Permit a word, young sister. One word.
What is your will?
The soul that Angelo has made to you, fortune has conveyed to my understanding. But there are other examples of his falling. I should wonder at Angelo. How will you do to content Angelo and to save your brother?
Oh. How much is the good Duke deceived in Angelo? If ever he returns, and I can speak to him, I'll discover the government of Angela.
That shall not be much wrong. Yet, as the matter now stands, he will avoid your accusation. But there is a cure not only to save your brother, but to keep you from dishonor in doing it.
Let me hear you speak more. I have courage not to fall in the truth of my spirit.
Have you not heard of Mariana, sister of Frederick who died at sea?
I have had good words with her name.
She should this Angela have married. Their wedding was arranged, but her brother was wrecked at sea. Mark how heavily it affected her. She lost a noble brother who loved her naturally. With him, she lost her fortune. With both, she lost her husband, this well-seeming Angela.
Did Angela so leave her?
Left her in tears. He swallowed his vows, pretending in her discoveries of dishonor.
He's a devil from hell. But how out of this can she benefit?
It is a rupture you can easily heal.
Show me how to do it.
Go to Angelo and agree with his demands to the point. Only ask for these conditions. Your stay with him may not be long, and the time may have all the shadow and silence in it. Then we shall advise still in love Mariana to go in your place. If the meeting reveals itself, it may compel him to her recompense. By our plan, your brother is saved, your honor untainted, the poor Mariana, his former girl, advantaged, and the corrupt deputy Angelo is scaled. What think you of it?
The image of it gives me content already. Thank you for your comfort.
What news, friar, of the Duke? Where is he?
I don't know where, but wheresoever, I wish him well.
It was a mad, fantastic trick of him to go away from the state. Lord Angelo governs it well in his absence.
He does well in it.
But he is too severe.
Lechery is too widespread, and severity must cure it.
The Duke knew the sexual business. He had some other understanding of the sport, and that instructed him to mercy.
I have never heard the Duke much detected for women. He was not inclined that way.
Oh, sir! You are deceived.
It is not possible.
Oh, not the Duke? Oh, yes. A beggar of 50. He had crotchets in him. He would be drunk too. That let me inform you.
You do him wrong.
Sir, I was a friend of his. A shy fellow was the Duke, and I believe I know the cause of his departure.
What might be the cause, please?
No. Pardon. It is a secret, must be locked within the teeth and the lips. But one thing I can let you understand. Majority of his subjects thought the Duke was wise.
Wise? Why? No question, but he was.
A very superficial, ignorant, annoying fellow.
Either this is envy in you, folly, or mistaking. A better reputation is needed for the Duke, as he appears a scholar, a statesman, and a soldier. You speak unskillfully.
Sir, I know him and I love him.
Love talks with better knowledge, and knowledge with more love.
I know what I know.
I can hardly believe that, since you don't know what you say. But if ever the Duke returns, I will call you upon to make you answer before him. Please, what is your name?
Sir, my name is Lucio. Well known to the Duke.
He shall know you better, sir, if I may leave to report you.
I fear you not.
Oh, you hope the Duke will not return, or imagine me too weak? But indeed I can do you a little harm. Will you deny all this again?
I'll be hanged first! Farewell, good friar. Please, pray for me. But remember what I say. The Duke would eat mutton on Fridays and kiss an old beggar though she smelled garlic. Say that I said so. Farewell.
Mocni potęga, władcy nie uchowa. Przed zniesławieniem, a skryta obmowa. Kąsa najbielszą cnotę, jaką tarczą król się osłoni przed żółcią potwarczą. Kąsa najbielszą cnotę, jaką tarczą król się osłoni przed żółcią potwarczą. Niechaj tak wszyscy bez grzechu wytrwają. Jak ci, co grzesząc bezgrzesznych udają. Kąsa najbielszą cnotę, jaką tarczą król się osłoni przed żółcią potwarczą. Kąsa najbielszą cnotę, jaką tarczą król się osłoni przed żółcią potwarczą.
He who the swords of heaven will bear should be as holy as severe, better than himself to know, grace to stand and virtue go, more nor less than others paying, than by self-offenses weighing. Shame to him whose cruel striking kills for faults of his own liking.
Trzyma miecz z niebiosów wzięty, musi surowy być i święty, musi sam sobie być przykładem, stać prosto, dążyć cnoty śladem, stać prosto, dążyć cnoty śladem.
Niech inni będą osądzeni, tak jak swe własne winy ceni. Hańbi się ten, który zabija za grzechy, choć sam grzechom sprzyja. Niech inni będą osądzeni, tak jak swe własne winy ceni. Hańbi się ten, który zabija za grzechy, choć sam grzechom sprzyja.
Twice treble shame on angel, to weed my vice and let his grow. Oh, what may man within him hide, though angel on the outward side? How many likeness made in crimes, making practice on the times? To draw with idle spider strings, most ponderous and substantial things.
I na zakończenie sensacyjna wiadomość z ostatniej chwili. Pochodzi z wiarygodnych źródeł, a dotyczy afery rozgrywającej się od dłuższego czasu w środowisku osób najwyżej postawionych w księstwie. Otóż nieakceptowany społecznie, pełniący funkcję namiestnika pod nieobecność księcia, niejaki Angelo, został postawiony w stan oskarżenia. Głównym zarzutem stało się nadużywanie swojej roli i stosowanie wymykających się spod prawa praktyk wobec obywateli. Jak już informowaliśmy, sprawa obiła się głośnym echem w księstwie, a dotyczy znanego młodzieńca, Claudio, sprawcy przedślubnej ciąży swojej narzeczonej. Konsekwencje tego czynu są zdumiewająco groźne, gdyż przyszły ojciec został skazany na karę śmierci przez, jak go nazywają, okrutnego namiestnika Angelo. Prawowity władca, książę Vincencio, postanowił bowiem czasowo złożyć urząd i przyjrzeć się z ukrycia w przebraniu mnicha rządom Angela. Śledził jego poczynania i to, jak zmienia go władza, jak staje się okrutny i despotyczny, a jednocześnie pozostaje całkowicie bezkarny. Przed 2 godzinami książę Vincencio zdemaskował się przed najwyższym gremium i przed Angelo, wprawiając wszystkich w osłupienie. Jednocześnie wysunął mocne oskarżenia wobec Angela, który zgodnie z uzyskanymi informacjami miał porzucić swoją narzeczoną Mariannę, gdy odkrył, że w wyniku tragicznej śmierci swojego brata utraciła posag. Angelo osądza Claudia, ale książę znajduje sposób, aby jego osądzić tą samą miarą. A dzisiaj już żegnamy się z Państwem i zapraszamy jutro na kolejne wydanie naszego programu.
Nie sądźcie, abyście nie byli sądzeni, bo takim sądem, jakim wy sądzicie, i was osądzą, a taką miarą, jaką wy mierzycie, i wam odmierzą. A czemu to widzisz drzazgę w oku brata swego, a kłody nie widzisz we własnym oku?